Hold on. We about to, hold on, man.
Listen. Join the wave.
It's the real stuff, mom. 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 Alright, so what's up, guys? It's your girl Kate, and I'm back in another video. You already know what it is. Don't mind my head. The girl is stressed at the current moment, but we here though. I'm saying it's my brother. What's your name, man? Tell me social media.
You already know it's your boy. Bay on Sosa, you heard? Follow me on Instagram at Bay on Sosa. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So we about to do, if y'all already seen the title, the Marshmallow Challenge. You doing a marshmallow challenge or whatever, so we about to sit here and see who can eat the most marshmallows in 10 seconds or 20 seconds. What you want to do?
I do 10.
10 seconds? Alright, so you got your phone so we can set the timer? We about to see who gonna win this marshmallow challenge or
And
whatever.
y'all see, 15.
15 seconds.
It's there.
15 seconds. Y'all ready?
Ready?
Tell me when you start the timer. On your mark.
Get set, go.
You can't see them. Don't see them.
Yo, where am I? I'm gonna die. The one. I can't do it.
Yeah, you gotta count them. We gotta see who won.
Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5. I got 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, my mouth baby.
That should be.
Hey, yeah. Take me out to dinner. Nah, I'm weak. Now, and sitting here, you know what I'm saying?
That was crazy.
Let him know he's the one as it should be. He need a big mouth too.
That was crazy.
Okay?
That was crazy.
That's how he gonna save the day.
That was crazy.
Not that was crazy. You trying to change the good old subject, you know what I'm saying? Tell him, big mouth, happy house. Yo, regular marshmallows from the supermarket. Valentine's Day edition. You know what I'm saying? We got the pink and the white marshmallows going on or whatever, but he almost choked, so he out of here. I demolished him. Say less. You know what I'm saying? I KO'd him. You know what I'm saying? You got, hold on. Matter of fact, let me get the microphone. Do you got anything to say to your contestant?
You'll be fine.
Alright guys, hear me out. So, a lot of you have been asking about my insemination process, and maybe I didn't explain it enough or in full detail, or I probably just didn't explain it in a way that you guys can understand it. So, basically, in January of 2019, I decided that I wanted to have my I've been decided that I wanted to have my biological child, but January of 2019 is when I said I'm going to do my insemination. And so, in December, I started to have talks about like inseminating and the process that I wanted to go through. And originally I thought like I would want to do IUI because I know I couldn't afford IVF. So IUI is intrauterine insemination. And I went to a fertility clinic in North Carolina. I think it's called Carolina's Fertility Clinic. I can't remember the name of it. If I do find it, I will put it right here. But I went to that fertility clinic and I did lab work and I did a consult about IUI, and they gave me all of these numbers, threw all of these numbers at me, and they told me how expensive it would be basically. And I said, you know what, let me start step by step. So I did the consultation and I had to pay like $275 just to speak with someone about the process and do lab work. So my first day I did the consultation, and once I agreed to have the process done, they said, all right, so let's do blood work to check your genetics and your blood type and, you know, just a general health screening. So I did that. prior to that, I already had my last GYN checkup because I had to do my annual, and everything was good with that. So I already knew like my pelvic floor was good, and you know, my ovaries and everything was working. So I got cleared for my GYN first. I went to the fertility clinic in North Carolina and got my labs and stuff done. And then before they got back to me with my labs, I was looking at the California Cryobank website, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I could just insert this myself. And they showed different processes. They had like IUI and they had ICI. When I went to go look for like sperm, they had, and I'm like, what's ICI? So I Googled and researched ICI. I looked at YouTube videos and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, this seems more feasible. I was very nervous because I said, if this process don't work, then I spent over $1,000 on sperm. I felt like, all right, if I'm gonna spend all this money, I may as well do it at a fertility clinic because I trust them to do it correctly. But then I said I could spend all of that extra money at the fertility clinic and it still is not guaranteed. So I said, you know what, the first thing I'll do is try it at home. So in December, that was December, January, I ended up ordering the sperm. But prior to January, I had already had a period tracker on my phone. So I was like unconsciously already tracking my ovulation. And the tracker had already tracked like my cycle days and ovulation. So it seemed a pattern. So I would recommend like 3 months because that allows the tracker or even yourself to pick up a pattern of when you are ovulating. So me trying to rush things because I said I'm one of those people who, if I don't do it in a moment, I'm not going to do it at all. I said, all right, I went back to my prior 3 months and I seen the pattern in my ovulation. I seen the pattern in my like cycle days. And I was very normal when it came to my menstruation. So I knew that, well, it should be around the time that it normally comes. So long story short, I did order the sperm in January. So while the sperm was in the process and me getting my A1 form, because you have to get a GYN to sign off on clearance for you to get the sperm shipped to your home instead of the GYN clinic. While I was waiting for that to happen, I started to really hone in on tracking like my ovulation through not only the tracker but like the ovulation kits that are like at Walmart or even at Amazon. I also started to like research different things that I could do to help increase my chances. There's a thing called the body basal temperature. And so basically it's just saying that your body when you're ovulating is at a certain temperature. So if you track that along with your ovulation, you increase your chances because you know that, all right, what are the odds if my cycle days have been this pattern, my ovulation have been in between this time, I'm most fertile on these days, and then the temperature says that when you're ovulating, your temperature will be around this. If all of those things add up, then most likely you're ovulating and you're catching that fertile period. So I did all of those things. A lot of people, they are fertile and they get pregnant right away and they haven't had to do all of those things. They just took the chance and with a leap of faith, they got pregnant. I didn't have the money to waste all of that money on sperm, so I said, I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm sorry. I need something to drink. I didn't have a little money to waste, so I said what I'm going to do is do whatever I can because it won't hurt to do the extra stuff just to ensure that I actually get a positive result. So I did all of that tracking. The sperm finally came, and the sperm came in a nitrogen tank. I had to follow the instructions on a nitrogen tank. I also ordered this thing from Amazon that helps it helps the sperm to travel, you know what I'm saying, where it needs to travel, and it helps to keep as much sperm alive as possible. Guys, I really didn't do too much different than what a normal person would do to get pregnant. Like, you insert the sperm into the thing. I think the only thing I did differently was get my sperm from the bank. I did a little couple of like, you know, tips and tricks to like help increase my chances. And I tracked. The major part is tracking. For those who feel like I tried before and it didn't work, I would track, honestly, unless you have a infertility issue. I think that the major piece for me was tracking, and the only reason why my tracking process wasn't and 5-6 months is because I already started tracking my process. Like prior, I had a period tracker for so long on my phone, and of course on a period tracker it shows your ovulation and everything, so like that was just like a process that eliminated a lot of the work for me. But another thing, guys, take those pills, take your prenatal pills. But other than that, guys, that's it. In my insemination tracker, you'll see like a lot of the tips, tricks that I use, but most of all, it's just a space for you to keep everything. And that's what the insemination tracker is basically for. It's a keepsake, basically. It's a memoir. It's a journal. It's a space for you to write to your unborn child. It's a space for you to attach the umbilical cord. It's a space for you to attach footprints or pictures or whatever it is about your process or your journey, so that you can look back on it with your child. It's a place for you and your significant other, or you by yourself, write to your unborn child, or write to prep, or even brainstorm about when is the right time to have this child. Like, it's a lot in that tracker that is like awesome, guys. A lot of people who bought it said that they loved it. I'm not telling you to buy it, but if you do buy it, there is a 100% discount on the sperm bank. The California Cryo Bank has level subscriptions to get the profiles of the donors, and so depending on what level you want, you have to pay a fee. I personally had level 2, so I got a level 2 subscription discount for you guys, 100% off. It's normally like $100 and something, so you'll be getting that for free. Once you purchase the insemination tracker, the link will be down in the description below. Once you purchase it, you can email me, DM me, whatever it is, proof that you purchased it, and I will send you your discount code so that you can get that subscription discount. Other than that, guys, I hope I answered your questions. I hope I did try and do a full out video. Believe it or not, my video was not recording halfway through, so I had to, it's late, I gotta work early, so I just had to cut it short. But like I said, I hope I answered your questions. I hope that if I didn't, you leave a comment down below, DM me, whatever it is, leave the comment question, and I'll do a Q&A about it as well. I hope you enjoyed this video later.
It's the real stud mom.